Right, well, this part here I've shoved the chain in and stuck the bolt in just to retain the chain just now. It can be a bit fiddly getting that through, but you can use like a screwdriver. Or here, look, there's a bit of thread bar, and all we're going to do is stick it up inside. You can push the chain, and you can just come from this side inside here. You can catch onto it somehow and then pull it through. Get it with your fingers. But yeah, on the piston you want to just, like I said, squeeze around the rings, wiggle it until it pops in bit by bit. I've got one of these thread bars missing, so I was just doing it for just now. Get it located. I need to get the chain through, give me a second. I just popped the chain through and then just stuck something through the front of it to stop it from falling back, and now I can basically keep tension on the chain. Oh, it seems to be hung up. And you can just keep tension on the chain and get the head back on. I need to use two hands, but yeah, that's all you do. Just wiggle it. You might want to hold the flywheel with your hand, like hold this here, and just wiggle and force this back on, because as you push on the piston, this is going to want to turn and the piston will go in, and this won't really go on the piston any further. So yeah, you just want to hold on to the flywheel and wiggle this back on while feeding the chain through. Second. Right, so the head's been slipped back. We put this locator bolt in just to keep everything lined up. As you can see by the engine casing, it's not meant to be so tight. It can still flex just now with that one bolt in. And when this comes back up and the other piece comes on, there's another locator bolt that you'll be able to keep them together with. And then these four head bolts is what tightens everything up completely. So that's it for just now. Now we need the other gasket. So another one is this thing here, red and black. This one is off a different bike, but yeah, it looks too far gone, so we'll just ditch that and we'll shove in the new one that we got. I've got a bag of parts here. My sketchy homemade gasket removal tool. Make sure the surface is clean and tidy. This is the new head gasket, perfect condition. This will, as like before, this will slot on following the contour, so oil hole at the bottom, timing chain here, piston here. Like so, and we'll feed the chain. And through. Oh. This one-handed caper is not too much fun, but there we go. There's the gasket applied, and next will be the head once the head's on. But just now we're just waiting on a spring compression tool so that we can get the valves in and the springs on with the collets in place. As soon as we do that, we'll be rebuilding. Today I need to cut a couple of bolts that are going to fit. I've got some, somewhere around here, we've got some M5 threaded bolt. So we'll just cut whatever size we need, make however many we need, stick them on in there. And then we're just waiting for, we've got 3 cap nuts but we're waiting for a new 4 to come, but we're getting a whole new 4 rods, so I'm still deciding whether I'm going to take these 3 out or just leave in what's in and fix this missing one. And then once it's all up, we can get this bike cleaned up a bit. But yeah, just now that's all we're waiting for. We're waiting to get the cylinder head back together, and we'll do a video on building that up and how to do it all. So I'll see you when the time comes. Probably be in the next couple of days. In fact, this is Saturday, so the parts won't be here till at least Monday. But yeah, next video will be soon. Anything else I can throw up in the meantime, I'll check it out. Well yeah, we stuck the front brake lever on, the full back front brake lever. It was just 10mm bolt there and underneath, and just undo it, slip the old one out, slip this one in, pop the pin back in, tighten it back up. Seemed to be an issue with a bit of play left in it, so I need to check that out. It might need shimmed, or maybe it's just not aligned properly with the pin. Yeah, so there we go, both of them. Bike seriously needs a clean, but it's starting to come together. Be good fun to see if this engine works in the condition it's in. Yeah, that's it for now. I'll catch up with you soon, guys. Bye. Hi guys, it was just to turn on to show you it does run even after all the damage it had, like damage on the piston, damage on the cylinder head, even some deep scoring on the barrel with dodgy connections to the coil, flat tires. I mean, the thing was just ruptured. Even the little seal down at the exhaust where it keeps the, where are we? Here. It keeps the exhaust ends bent, so it's not really getting a good fit either. But we are missing a bolt here up on the head, and none of them have washers on them to keep it sealed in good and proper, so I'm not surprised one of the other ones sheared off. But even still, with that hole not even being filled whatsoever right through the cylinder head, this bike will start. I'll give you a little show. Kill switch is off. Fuel is on, even though it should be off. We put some oil in it, but it was a waste of time because we're going to have to take it all back out. Kill switch is on. Now if I had accelerated there, that's what the pop banging is coming back up. It's even coming through the carb, but it's not the timing, so you can see it spluttering and popping out of the head anyway. Where are we? Yeah. You can see it coming out of here when it's firing up. So fully running. We've got a brake lever on. Brakes work slightly on the front. Back don't work. I think the valve in the master cylinder's gone. We started spoke wrapping. We'll wait to finish that in a minute on the back. Looks quite cool. Really easy job. It's getting there bit by bit. We're thinking about going with the green plastics, with maybe black Monster Energy logo, going for the KX look. So yeah, that's probably the option we'll take. But for just now, guys, bike's running. All I've got to do now, since we missed the footage, is I need to get a head bolt. I've checked everywhere, can't find the right size. I've tried to find people with pit bikes for sale, even offered to drive 70 miles to go get a bolt, but we'll need to take the head, everything back off again. So if you're one of the people that's looking to get the timing done, and we missed that bit of the section for putting the timing wheel and how to get it all right, well that'll be, you'll see that anyway. I'll make sure I'll definitely get it on the next video of putting the head back together. But it's quick and easy. We just take the, meant to be 4 bolts off at the front, take the little bolt off that's here, That's what takes the circle cap off at the other side. Once that's off, you can undo the 3 bolts on the cams, the timing sprocket, slip that off. There's little bolts, locator bolts on the side of the head, round the other side in the middle. You take them out and everything just slides apart. Well, after you've disconnected the exhaust and the intake, the 2 intake bolts up here, and you just set the whole intake off to the side, undo the 2 studs on the exhaust, and that'll just drop out of the way. And everything just basically slides apart. Well, you are actually meant to have bolts in the bash plate, so if you have a bash plate on, check for the bolts in there also. But yeah, easy enough job. And if you want to see, it's not going to be too long. If I don't get a head bolt, I'm going to just bore holes through the holes on the head bigger and shove the studs that I've already got, and I'm going to put them in and just tighten them down. They're from a YX125, they're just slightly too thick to fit, so I might just retrofit them and jam the head back together and show that'll work also. So anyway guys, thanks a lot for so far, and the next update will be quickly pulling the head off, possibly just putting in one of the pins that I need to actually fit, and showing how the head goes back on and fixing your timing, and easy peasy. So see you soon, and thanks a lot for joining us guys. And I told you we'd get this thing running. Doesn't matter what condition that engine's in, they're bulletproof. See you later guys.